As a follow-up to my last video where I was playing Fallen Kingdom versus the Breakers, now I'm going to show you the reverse where I'm the Breakers against the Fallen Kingdom. I really think this matchup is fun to play out. It seems pretty balanced from both sides, and I just wanted to kind of go over the strengths and weaknesses of both factions kind of throughout this match. Okay, I get to go first, and for my starting move, I feel like there's not really too many options to consider here. Like, without a Wind Mage, there's not much you can do. I feel like this is just kind of the natural move. Um, the idea being that we're trying to do a mind capture on that carrier, and you get a pretty dominant position if you actually hit it. But if you miss it, then as you see here, I'm kind of left wide open, and I might get punished pretty hard. So I also went pretty aggressive with my discards on that first turn to try to get Kalal out as soon as possible. I was thinking Kalal could be pretty strong in this matchup because Fallen Kingdom has a lot of melee units, and I think Kalal's pretty strong at picking off melee units from a distance. But getting on with the match. So yeah, my summoner does end up taking some pretty big hits here. Really good turn for my opponent. Even a nice carrier multiplication here. And so pretty much any prospects I had of playing aggressively is just out the window now. I used a Mind Control and a Blast combo to get a free hit in on Reptalis here with his own unit. And that does cost me quite a bit of resources to do that, but I don't know, maybe it's worth it. I guess it's arguable either way. I mean, I'm putting his carrier in a position with no targets, and I don't know, anytime you can get a hit in on Reptalis, it's pretty huge because it's going to reduce the number of times he can use his ability. So yeah, he can't raise from the dead one more time now. So that combo in particular, I think, is a good example of one of the advantages that the Breakers have in this matchup. Is that they can just kind of shoot units all the way across the board and snipe Reptalis. And I mean, Reptalis, a lot of times he's just down to low HP, so if you have like, I don't know, you could mind capture one of his warriors or champions and blast them back up to Reptalis and instantly kill him. So that's why a lot of times in this match you'll see Reptalis is just hanging back in the back two rows, because moving forward any further is really dangerous. And you might think Reptalis isn't very strong in the back two rows, but you'd be surprised at how well he could fight from behind his gates. Okay, Fallen Kingdom gets a pretty nice combo here with Cultist and Purge and Pyre. Pretty good draw there. And this turn, I feel like, highlights one of the strengths that the Fallen Kingdom have in this matchup, where it's really hard to fight them for central control. Seems like they're just really good at taking the center. And it looks like my summoner's about to go down to low health, and then once my summoner is at low health, Fallen Kingdom also have the Blood Summon event, which has very long reach, which means hiding a low health summoner is really hard against them. Okay, I start to retreat my summoner here. The rest of the game I pretty much just need to keep her in safety now. Try to avoid blood summon. And then I put that gate over there as a way of threatening Reptalis with like a Wind Archer, since the Wind Archer can move 3 spaces, but clearly he's aware and he's blocking that with his carrier there. So good play from my opponent. I was pretty happy to see he took a turn there where he wasn't fighting for control of the center, so I thought I better take this opportunity while I still can to take the center back. I decided to use Kalal. I don't know, maybe that was a mistake, but I thought at least it put some huge pressure on his gate and like force his hand, like force him to do something and deal with this problem right now. Okay, so I was able to draw out some of his cultists here without immediately getting purged, which was a big relief to see, because now there's really only one cultist left in his hand, and That means he's less likely to get a Purge Cultist combo now if I can kill these two Cultists. So I just wanted to take a second to analyze this particular position because I think it's important to point out that taking out these two cultists is like the top priority because they still have a purge. So if on the following turn they purge with both cultists, it'll be pretty devastating. So you got to remove them quickly. So this turn marks a pretty huge turning point in the match. So I just thought I would explain what my attack plan was here. I was main idea is that Kalal's going to kill the cultist on the left, and then my Mind Witch copied the warrior's ability, so she'll get a boosted attack once that first cultist dies. Mind Witch will have 4 attack, which makes her more likely to kill the other cultist. And even if that other cultist on the right survives, I have Perplexing Tempest that can prevent it from getting close enough to purge. But then the other part of my plan is that I was going to use Kalal's ability to push that warrior to block their summoning spot. And then with Tempest activated, there would have been no easy way of hitting my Mind Witch. So my Mind Witch would have been more protected, unless they had like Blood Summon or something. But yeah, like all plans in Summoner Wars, sometimes you just end up looking like a complete idiot if you miss the dice, and there I missed a kill on both cultists because of it. I don't know, maybe it was a mistake for me to use one of those attacks on the warrior. Maybe I should have just tried to make the kills on the cultists a little more guaranteed there. May have been a bit of a mistake. And now my opponent's bringing the pain. I got hit with another Purge Pyre Cultist combo. So yeah, really good draw again with that combo, and then he hit the both kills there too, which doubly hurts me. This pretty much marks the turning point of the match where I felt like before I was still in the game. Maybe I was a bit behind. I don't know. But then now that I had a bad turn followed by my opponent having a good turn, that's like the worst thing that can happen in Summoner Wars, and that totally shifts things in the one person's favor. So I'm forced to retreat now. Just play the range game from here on forward. That's the one thing I do like about the Breakers is how quickly they can switch from offense to defense. They're just a super dynamic team. Yeah, now with the Fallen Kingdom being a lot more aggressive, the main thing I need to look out for are those carriers multiplying, and then of course Blood Summon assassinating my summoner. And at this point, I felt like if I could get like a lot of value out of my archers in the back and Kalal in the back, I thought maybe I could still have a chance. Yeah, now you're gonna see the key event from the Fallen Kingdom here is that Blood Summon event, and really saved him in this position because it avoided him from getting picked off with my archers. Just had it at the right time there, and now the carrier's gonna start coming in, and then he hits 3 for 3 on my Wind Mage, which hurts, and a 3 for 3 on Kalal, which is really crushing. Yeah, I don't know. Blood Summon seems like optimizing that event seems like the most important thing that Fallen Kingdom has to do. I mean, at first I thought that event was good, but I didn't know how good it was. But as I played more, it feels like it's really the key event to get a lot of value out of. And again, another Blood Summon turn. It's going to make my life really difficult back here. Big damage onto Kulu. You know, one of the reasons I was thinking that I might have underestimated the Blood Summit event is because sometimes I felt like it could clog up your hand as Fallen Kingdom, but as I've played more Fallen Kingdom, have more experience with them, I've realized they can get away with playing like a very slow, patient game, and as long as they have like one chain of carriers going, they could always do a Blood Summon off of it. So that seems to be like one of the go-to strategies And as I'm talking here, looks like I'm about to die. Yeah. Yeah, well played from my opponent. Just a good display of event card usage from Fallen Kingdom in this game, I thought. Yeah, thanks for watching.